Hey guys, Teti and Dale Comstock here. Taking a little break from shooting, but we're going to talk about something very, very important, and these are the 7 fundamentals of shooting, and they are steadfast, they don't change. They are sight alignment, sight picture, grip, stance, breathing, follow through, and trigger press. And it's funny, I hear it all the time, and I know Dale has, like, hey man, show us some high speed, low drag shooting technique. Guys, let me tell you something, there are none. I want to tell you what's high speed. If you can do the 7 fundamentals while somebody is shooting at you, you're high speed. It's the perfect execution of the fundamentals under stress. That is high speed. And this guy's been in a lot of combat. I've been in some combat, and I'm here to tell you, it's tough to put it all together when the crap's hitting the fan.
Actually, it makes the difference between winning the firefight and losing a firefight.
Hey, last chance to take advantage of my YouTube Flash giveaway. Get this foot-long fixed blade Titan with an awesome sheath for free. There are now less than 200 available, but if you hurry and you're willing to pay a small shipping fee, I'll rush you out this $70 badass blade right away.
If all things are equal, the shooter that can make the least amount of mistakes and apply the most fundamental, all the fundamentals most effectively is the guy that's probably going to prevail in the gunfight. And as we talk about these fundamentals, you'll see there's a lot of little nuances that if you don't get them right, it'll make the difference between hitting the target or missing the target. For example, front sight picture, front sight alignment. We talked about it in a previous video where essentially, we were explaining that you want to focus on the front sight. You always focus on the front sight. You superimpose it over the target, which is blurry, and you're picking up the rear sight, which is also out of focus. So the only thing to focus is the front sight. All we're doing is aligning that rear sight, that front sight in line with the target. Always bearing in mind the front sight is the one we're focusing on. Hence we have front sight alignment, front sight picture, right? Or front sight picture, front sight alignment. Those are the 2 fundamentals. Too many times have I run into shooters, they're not professional shooters, but they like to shoot, and they always tell me, how great of a shot they are, and then they explain to me that, they're not quite as good as they'd like to be, and I ask them a question, well, what are you focusing on? Well, I focus on the rear sight. I look at the front sight and the rear sight, and I try to put them all together and put them in the target. I say, but what are you actually looking at? And then they start scratching their head like, then they tell me, oh, I'm looking at the target, of course. No, wrong. You should be looking at the front sight. And so it's counterintuitive, but once they understand it, it's a lot easier to apply those fundamentals and actually be more accurate. And we'll talk more about that front sight. If you can perfect, picking up that front sight, focusing on that front sight and aligning it, what's going to happen in time, you can actually shoot very accurately just picking up the front sight if you had to shoot in an extremist situation, very fast. And in fact, we'll talk about point shooting where you don't even pick up sights anymore. Now that's a little bit more advanced, but when you start doing everything the same way every time, over and over and over, you build this thing called, they call it muscle memory. Actually, that's a misnomer. It has nothing to do with your muscles. It has everything with the nervous system, which we'll address later on as well. But if you do it enough times, eventually you'll get so good that you can pick up front sight, rear sight, eventually just front sight, and then in an emergency, you can just pick up no sights and still place that gun and those sights on that target where you would normally aim it anyways. So again, the first fundamental is front sight picture, front sight alignment. The second one is grip. I'll address the grip real quick. You got your surf gun?
I sure do.
So I've had the opportunity, to shoot with a lot of people across America. I've trained with other instructors, and what I found was that this is pretty much the prevailing grip that's out there, okay, in the community. Basically, you grab the weapon, you place your middle finger up underneath the trigger guard, okay? Your grip is not so tight, it's just enough to keep the gun from jumping out of your hand. Your other hand is doing all the work, your support hand, right? And so we have the space here in the weapon, on the grip. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this portion of my thumb, okay, the meaty portion of my hand, we're gonna place it in that space right there so that my support thumb is now riding right alongside the lower part of the weapon, just above the trigger and below the slide. And it looks like this. Now my index finger is also going to be directly up underneath the trigger guard, just like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cock my wrist, just like this, as far as I can get it. Right? And that's what I'm going to place in there, and I'm going to grab and I'm going to squeeze with this hand. It's going to do all the work. And if I do that properly, what happens is it becomes it's like a vice grip. Joe mentioned it earlier. You basically are pinching this gun between two hands. And if you do it properly, you can't really even lock your elbows all the way out. Okay, it depends on everybody's body's a little bit different. I can just a little bit, but most guys can't do it. Their elbows will be bent just a little bit because they're putting so much pressure on this grip. They're pancaking the gun together, and this locked wrist is keeping your elbows from turning all the way out. Now, why do I want to lock my wrist? So this is the key to this technique. By locking the wrist, what it allows you to do is fire rapidly, faster. Okay, we talked about, well, I've heard somebody mention it earlier about double taps. So we talked about double taps. What is a double tap? Actually, a double tap is nothing more than a controlled pair. Okay, that means you fire 2 single shots, applying the fundamentals with each shot as rapidly as you can, keeping it under control. It's not pull the trigger as fast as you can. Anybody can do that. It's firing 2 shots under control. That means applying front side picture, front side alignment, trigger press, all those fundamentals on every shot. So you're firing 2 shots consecutively, rapidly, but under control is what we're doing. Now what happens is, we can get the first shot off. If we apply all the fundamentals, that's easy. Boom, the first shot goes off. But if we don't have a good grip, in particular, if we have a gun that's a bigger caliber, like a 45, we may get a little bit more flip in that gun or recoil. Okay, so we have to get that gun back in alignment, get the gun level, pick up the sights again, and take that second shot. Okay, time is everything. Okay, when we talk about a gunfight, we're not talking about seconds and minutes. We're talking about tenths of a second. The guy that can recover faster on a shot and get back on target has a better chance of winning the fight, right? And applying those fundamentals. So speed is important. The speed comes from reapplying those fundamentals as quickly as you can. Not how fast you can pull the trigger. Look, you can't miss fast enough. All right, so it needs to be a controlled shot, but everything else needs to be as fast and as efficient as you can make it. Okay, and normally in the firearms world, we talk about smooth as fast, right? And smooth comes from being able to apply all the fundamentals in the right sequence, in the right order, properly. That's when your speed comes to you. So the grip, what it allows me to do, it allows the gun not to flip. It keeps the gun nice and level, so I can pick my sights up faster, apply the fundamentals faster, and take that second shot faster. Okay, so this really is the key to successfully shooting. Not only single shots, but multiple shots is the support hand and this grip. A lot of times when I teach students, right, they're all over the place, and they're like, they can't figure out what they're doing. They're squeezing too hard, they're anticipating recoil, and they're pushing the gun, or they're pulling the gun down, whatever. What I'll tell, especially, and I love new shooters, people have never fired before. Those are the easy ones to train, right, because they have no bad mistakes ingrained in them already. And what I tell them to do is focus on this grip. I said, don't do anything but focus on this grip. And I tell them, take this support thumb, okay, and pretend like you're pointing a support thumb at all your targets. I'm going to shoot that target, that target, that target with this thumb, okay? And that's what you're going to basically do. You tell them to focus on this grip, this thumb, and they forget about all the other mistakes they're making. They just do it. And all of a sudden, their shooting improves just like that. I'm like, wow, that was like magical. I said, yeah, because you focused on the support hand. So that's very key. And I see people teaching it all the time. They just grab the gun like this. They don't cock their wrist. And they're still having a lot of flipping the gun, and nothing's happening. But they look cool, but it's not proper. It should actually be very uncomfortable. If you cock your wrist properly and you grab this gun, it's not very comfortable. But it works. And that's the whole reason behind it. You got something you want to add?
Yeah, so I wanted to back up for sight alignment and sight picture. Those two fundamentals, as Dale was explaining, are important. Here's the crazy thing about your eyes. Your eyes are basically made up of rods and cones, and so your eye can only focus on one thing at one time, as Dale was saying. But here's something you need to figure out. You need to figure out it right now. What eye dominant are you? And if you don't know how to figure that out, we can show you on the range. It's very easy. The second thing is you shoot with both eyes open. Most people you see on the range got their non-dominant eye shut and their dominant eye open. You shoot with both eyes open. Why? Down and dirty. If I'm looking, and as a human being, I can see about 160 degrees. I'm not a chameleon, but I can see about 160 degrees. If I close my left eye, like I am right now, and I'm a right eye dominant shooter, I basically can't see from here all the way over. Well, guess what? There could be threats over there. It's a very uncomfortable thing to teach someone, but you have to learn how to shoot with both eyes open. The other thing I'd like to just add about the grip, when you go to draw, you better be getting a proper grip. Now, when you grab the gun, if you grab the gun down here and you don't get it high in the saddle like this, and you grab it like this, you can cause a malfunction. It's called limp wristing. So instead of the gun, the slide going back and forth when you have a good grip like Dale was saying, instead of it flipping like this, the slide should just basically go but if you limp wrist it, now the gun is actually moving in your hand, and instead of the slide going to full cycle, it'll go to half cycle. You just caused a malfunction. That happens. I've actually seen it. I've seen it with a lot of women. Grip's really important. If you, especially in fitness, you know, that's people talking about, why so much grip? Right here. Guys, if you got a badass grip, ladies got a badass grip, you can control this gun. So that was the other thing I just wanted to add. Make sure you get high. Every gun's got one. It's called a saddle. You want your hand all the way up there, and when you go grab your gun out of the holster, you better be getting it the right way the first time, because guess what? That's what you got. You're not going to reseat your hand. When that gun comes out and you're holding it like this, that's what you got, and that's not what you want. We're going to get into the 4-stroke draw here on the range here in a little bit, and that applies to the grip, because the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your gun. You're going to establish a solid grip, but we're going to get into that in a minute. So guys, we're going to talk more about the 7 fundamentals. Those were a few: sight alignment, sight picture, and grip. We'll make some more videos here shortly.
Thanks for watching our video lessons here at TRS Direct. Hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon and we'll send you a notification when there's a new lesson available. Thanks again for watching.